run back from 9 deep for Jacoby Jones. And look at him go. Jones is past the 50, and he is flying inside the 20, and a kickoff return, 109 yards and a touchdown, an all-time record.
Welcome back to another episode of DAS with your boy, Sean Mack. And today we're going to be discussing Jacoby Jones, one of New Orleans' hometown heroes, one of our hometown heroes. On July 14th, year 2024, Jacoby Jones was found unresponsive in his home in New Orleans, Louisiana. He was only 40 years old. No cause of death have been released at the time of recording this video. He was one of ours. He made it, and now he's gone. As I stated, he was only 40. So remember, if you like today's content, make sure you share, like, and subscribe to the video. This is going to be a tribute to Jacoby Jones. Let's go. Jacoby Rashid Jones, born July 11, 1984, and peacefully left this world July 14, 2024. Jacoby lived in New Orleans East. Jones attended St. Augustine High School and Marion Aberson High School in New Orleans, Louisiana. As a second-year student at St. Aug, that's what we call it down there, he learned that the school considered him too small to play on the football team. Allen Wood, his godfather and assistant principal at Aberson, advised him to transfer to that school. His childhood house and high school were destroyed by Hurricane Katrina. Jacoby originally enrolled on a track scholarship at Southeastern Louisiana University in 2002, but transferred to a Division II school, Lane College, in 2003. At Lane College, Jones became a four-time All-Southern Intercollegiate Athletic Conference selection. Jacoby was drafted by the Houston Texans in the third round with the 73rd overall pick of the 2007 NFL Draft. His first touchdown reception was against the Tennessee Titans in Week 2 of the 2009 NFL season. He also returned a punt for a 70-yard score against Miami in Week 6 of the 2008 season. Jones continued to be relatively valuable as both a receiver and a returner, though he sometimes struggled with drops. On January 15 of 2012, in the 2011 AFC Division playoff game against the Baltimore Ravens, Jones muffed a punt that contributed to the Texans' defeat. He was rushed by Carl Williams, and the ball was recovered inside the Texans' 5-yard line by Jimmy Smith. On May 1st of 2012, Jones was released by the Texans. On May 8th of 2012, Jones signed a 2-year, $7 million deal with the Baltimore Ravens. On October 14 of 2012, Jones returned a kickoff for 108 yards and a touchdown in a win over the Dallas Cowboys, tying an NFL record for the longest kickoff return. On November 11 of 2012, Jones returned a kickoff for 105 yards in the Ravens' 55-20 win over the Oakland Raiders, becoming the first player to return 2 kickoffs for 105 yards or more in a season. On November 18 of 2012, in a division game against the Pittsburgh Steelers, Jones returned a punt 63 yards for a touchdown, helping the Ravens win the game 13-10. It was the first time the Ravens returned a punt for a touchdown against the Steelers. Jacoby was named to his first Pro Bowl as a kick returner for the AFC roster and was selected for the 2012 All-Pro team. His stellar play would continue in the playoffs. On January 12 of 2013, in the AFC divisional playoff game against the Denver Broncos, the Ravens were down 35-28. He had one of the last chances to tie the game. On 3rd down and 3 from the Ravens' own 30-yard line, Jones caught a 70-yard touchdown pass from Joe Flacco with 31 seconds left. The play, dubbed, quote, the Mile High Miracle, end quote, tied the game at 35 and preceded a 38-35 double overtime win for the Ravens. Now let's talk about the plays he made in Super Bowl 47, which made him a legend and etched his name in the history books of the NFL. In Super Bowl 47 against the San Francisco 49ers, Jacoby became the first player to score a receiving touchdown and a returning touchdown in the same game in Super Bowl history. With under 2 minutes to play in the second quarter, Jones hauled in a 56-yard pass from Joe Flacco, eluding 2 defenders to score a touchdown. Jones then returned the opening kickoff of the second half for a 108-yard touchdown for the longest play in Super Bowl or postseason history. The Ravens won the game by a score of 34-31, earning Jones his first Super Bowl ring. Jones was then featured on the cover of the Super Bowl 47 edition of Sports Illustrated. Job well done. Get him. I want to say rest in peace to my New Orleans soldier. Rest in peace, Woody. If you know, you know. Jacoby, by all accounts, was a good guy. No information has come out about how he passed away, how he died. When everything is all said and done and we have the information on how he passed away, I will get back to you in a short video, a short or a post. Remember, if you like today's content, make sure you share, like, and subscribe to the video, and hit up those notifications so we be all in your notifications when we drop our videos. Now, it's a sad note. You know, Jacoby Jones was a fellow New Orleanian, and we had love for him. We have love for all our New Orleanians and that play sports and things like that. But it got me thinking, on a brighter note, that we've produced a lot of great athletes out the NO, out of the state of Louisiana, especially from New Orleans. So it got me thinking, and I was like, damn, how many other people are good from New Orleans? And the list is going to be amazing. Personally, if anyone in the comment section want to get down there and tell me someone that's better, a city that's better, maybe a state or city, preferably a city that's better at producing athletes than us, let me know. I have a list. I ran into a couple of people, and I'm going to do my top, no particular order, top 14. You have Odell Beckham Jr. You got Michael Lewis. If anyone knows about him, he's the guy who got famous for being a beer truck driver, and then he played for the San Francisco 49ers. I swear this guy should have like a mini series on Lifetime or some short series or short movie on one of these made-for-ready TV shows or something like that. But his name was Michael Lewis. You got Reggie Wayne, played with Peyton Manning, won Super Bowls, going to be a Hall of Famer. You got the famous wrestler Junkyard Dog, and I did say wrestler. You heard it right. That's how we say it down there. If you know, you know. All right, you got Junkyard Dog. You had Marshall Faulk, who played at who played for the Colts with Peyton. Then he was traded and went to played with Kurt Warner and won that Super Bowl. Greatest show on turf. If you know, you know. Avery Johnson, left-handed, played for the Spurs, one with David Robinson and one with Tim Duncan. You got Archie Manning, you got Eli Manning, you got Peyton Manning, you got Will Clark, played baseball for the Orioles for like a 30,000 years. If you know, you know. That's the theme of the day. If you know about NO, you know about NO. If you don't, you just don't. New Orleans soldier. That's how we get down. You had Clyde Drexler. You had the great late Pistol Pete Maravich. You had Jacoby Jones, of course, and my favorite, because I'm being biased, is my cousin Eldridge Ricasner. If you don't know about Eldridge Ricasner, he played in the CBA because he wasn't drafted to the NBA, and he went and played for the CBA Yakima Kings. I think I'm saying it right. Might be saying it wrong. Pretty sure I am. But he won the championship there in the CBA, and he also was the MVP of the league that year. Then they called him up to the NBA. He played for a couple of teams, but he's more famous for playing with the Charlotte Hornets with Derek Coleman, that team. And Phils, who died in a car accident. Rest in peace to him. I did a DAS on him. Need to redo that. I'm a little bit better at what I do now. I should do that video more justice. But he's more famous, really famous. If you know him, you know him. He played for the Atlanta Hawks back in the days. The Mookie Blaylock, the Kembe Mutombo, the Steve Smith, and he was the sixth man coming off the bench that year. Also, Kristen Leitner was on that team. But that's just my cousin, and I should, you know, I have bias for him. To me, he's number one. Actually, Peyton's number one, cuz, but yeah, I got you in my heart. Got you in my heart. Celine Dion. Let's just have some fun. It's a sad note, but you know, let's just laugh it up. Rest in peace to Jacoby Jones. But small details, and I'm gonna let y'all out of here. Jacoby Jones went to Aberson High School. That's the same high school me and my brother C. Anthony graduated from, and he also went to St. Augustine, which we call St. Aug if you're from New Orleans. Like I said, if you know, you know. we didn't go to St. Aug, but we used to practice there. Me and my brother played AAU basketball at a high level back in the days when we were younger, of course. That's why it's AAU. But we used to practice at Stallings Gym, and if we didn't practice at Stallings Gym, we practiced at St. Aug. So I feel like I got a lot of connections to Jacoby Jones. I was already living up north in Connecticut by the time he got famous, but I kept an eye on him, and I knew where he was coming from. He also, Jacoby, he lived in the New Orleans East. I was born and raised in the New Orleans Eastern part of New Orleans. That's what we call the Ninth Ward. It's part of the Ninth Ward. You can attach it. It's the Ninth Ward. But like Marshall Falk and my cousin Eldridge Ricasno, they grew up in the lower Ninth Ward. He was across the bridge, my cousin, and then Marshall Falk was across the bridge in the projects. So just wanted to share a little something about New Orleans and how great athletes that we put out. It started off being a little sad note with Jacoby Jones, but as I dug in, I'm like, let's just give New Orleans some credit and give them their props and do a little tribute to New Orleans and their famous athletes. So on that note, I've been Sean Mack, and this is Death After Sports. Jacoby Jones, rest in peace, brother. New Orleans soldier. See you later, Woody. Peace.